Do you ever feel like no matter how hard you try, you just can't focus? At the same time, your to-do list keeps growing. Deadlines are looming, and yet you find yourself scrolling through your phone or getting distracted by the smallest things. If that sounds familiar, don't worry. You're not broken. We live in a world designed to distract us, with endless notifications, social media, and the constant pressure to multitask. But here's the thing. Focus isn't some elusive talent. It's a skill anyone can train. In this video, I'll show you how to focus and unlock superhuman flow, a state where distractions fade, productivity soars, and you achieve more than ever before. Our brains naturally crave new and stimulating experiences, a survival instinct that once helped us spot predators or find food. Today, it pulls us toward notifications, emails, and endless scrolling. These distractions hijack our attention with quick dopamine hits, making it harder to focus on what really matters. The good news is that just as our brains can be trained to get distracted, they can also be trained to focus. It won't happen overnight, but with the right techniques and mindset, you can take back control of your attention. And that's exactly what we're going to do, step by step. Step 1. Find your motivation. Let's take a moment to talk about why motivation matters, because without a clear purpose, it's hard to stay consistent. Motivation is the spark that keeps your focus alive, and it starts with understanding your why. So first ask yourself, why is this important to me? Maybe you want to grow in your career, spend more time with loved ones, or simply prove to yourself that you can do it. Your why is personal, and it's what keeps you going when distractions tempt you to stop. Once you've identified your why, it's time to bring it to life through visualization. Close your eyes and imagine what it looks like to achieve your goal. Picture yourself finishing that big project, mastering a new skill, or feeling the freedom of finally checking that task off your list. Visualization isn't just a feel-good exercise. It's a powerful way to remind yourself why the hard work is worth it. And finally, you have to use small wins as fuel. Sometimes motivation comes from momentum. Celebrate your progress no matter how small, because every small win adds up, and that sense of accomplishment builds the confidence you need to keep moving forward. Why this all matters is because motivation isn't a constant. It's something you cultivate. When you connect your focus to a deeper purpose, staying on track becomes easier, even on tough days. Step 2. Discover your style. Focus isn't a one-size-fits-all skill. What works for one person might not work for another, and that's why understanding your personal focus style is key. Without this foundation, you might be forcing yourself into techniques that don't actually suit your brain. But when you align your focus strategies with how you naturally work best, everything becomes easier and more effective. Think about it. When do you feel the most alert and productive? Some people find their peak focus early in the morning, while others work best at night. Some can lock in on one task for hours, while others stay engaged by switching between projects. Recognizing your natural tendencies will help you build better habits and structure your day in a way that maximizes your focus. Let's break it down into 4 common focus styles. See which one feels most like you. The first one is the early bird. You thrive in the morning when your energy is at its highest. Use this time for deep, uninterrupted work before distractions set in. The second one is the night owl. Your creativity and focus peak in the evening. Don't force yourself into a morning routine. Schedule deep work when your brain naturally feels sharp. The third one is the single tasker. You work best when you can fully immerse yourself in one task at a time. Multitasking feels overwhelming, so structure your workflow to eliminate unnecessary switching. The fourth one is the multitask maven. You need variety to stay engaged. Switching between tasks keeps your brain stimulated, but the key is staying organized so nothing slips through the cracks. Once you recognize your focus style, you can start applying the right habits and techniques to sharpen your concentration. Step 3. Practical focus techniques. Let's dive into 4 proven techniques that can sharpen your focus and elevate your productivity starting today. The first one is the physiological sigh. This is a simple yet powerful breathing technique that resets your mind in seconds. When you're stressed or overwhelmed, your brain can't focus. But by using the physiological sigh, 2 quick breaths in through the nose, followed by a slow exhale, you can calm your nervous system and get back on track. This technique taps directly into your body's natural calming mechanisms, lowering your heart rate and giving your brain the space it needs to refocus. The second one is the Pomodoro technique. This technique is perfect for people who struggle to stay focused for long periods. Here's how it works. Set a timer for 25 minutes and work intensely on one task. When the timer goes off, take a 5-minute break. Repeat this cycle, and after 4 rounds, take a longer break. It's like giving your brain short sprints instead of a marathon, aligning with its natural focus cycles and making it easier to stay productive without burning out. By working with your brain's innate need for balance between effort and recovery, you'll accomplish more in less time. The third one is scatter focus and mind wandering. This might surprise you, but daydreaming can actually improve your focus. When you allow your mind to wander, you make connections between ideas and even solve problems creatively. Take a break to stare out the window, go for a short walk, or sit quietly without your phone. These moments of scatter focus refresh your brain, so you're ready to dive back in with more clarity. The fourth technique is to create a focus ritual. Routines are powerful because they signal your brain that it's time to focus. Before you start working, create a ritual. Maybe it's cleaning your room, brewing a cup of tea, or playing a specific playlist. Over time, these small actions will train your brain to enter focus mode. Step 4. Plan for success. Now that we've covered techniques, let's talk about planning. Personally, I've found that planning my day using time blocking and the Eisenhower matrix has been a game changer. These methods help me prioritize what's important and ensure I stay productive. Because even the best techniques won't help if your day isn't structured for success. Time blocking is like a schedule on steroids. Instead of just making a to-do list, you assign specific times to each task. For example, from 9 to 11 a.m., you work on a big project. From 11 to 11:30, you answer emails. And from 11:30 to 12, you take a break. This method removes decision fatigue because you always know what you should be doing. By planning ahead, you create mental clarity and protect your energy for what truly matters. To find out what matters most, you can try the Eisenhower matrix, which helps you categorize tasks based on urgency and importance. Tasks fall into 4 categories. 1. Important and urgent. Do these immediately. 2. Important but not urgent. Schedule these for later. 3. Urgent but not important. Delegate these. 4. Neither urgent nor important. Eliminate these. When you stop wasting energy on the wrong tasks, you free up mental space to focus on what really matters. It's a simple yet transformative shift in how you approach your work or study day. Step 5. Optimize your environment. Your environment can either support your focus or sabotage it. Let's make sure it's working for you. Start by decluttering your workspace. Visual clutter often leads to mental clutter, making it harder to concentrate. A clean, organized desk can help you feel more in control. Next, think about sound. If you're easily distracted by noise, consider using noise-canceling headphones to block it out. Alternatively, you could play focus-enhancing sounds or background noise to create the perfect atmosphere. Finally, don't underestimate the power of good lighting. Natural light is ideal, but if that's not available, invest in a warm lamp to reduce eye strain and keep your energy levels up. Small changes to your environment can have a big impact on your ability to stay focused. So, as we wrap up, take what works for you and adapt it to your unique focus style. There's no one-size-fits-all approach. Ultimately, you unlock superhuman flow when focus feels effortless and fully aligned with your goals. May your focus be unbreakable and your distractions non-existent.